Welcome, everyone, to Pause Please. We're talking all things midlife, menopause, and the mundane. And today we're going to have a little bit of fun. It's going to be a good time. We're always reminding ourselves to have a community of support and to make sure that we've got a good circle of folks and resources so that we can take care of what we need to in life. And that includes helping to take care of our young adults. And in doing so, there are several Facebook groups that are available to us and really interesting to read over. I thought that Dana could help us introduce this topic.
The sassy member of the group thought this would be a fun topic. Well, I have a sophomore in college, so I'm not new to parent groups. We've had them all through high school. I imagine I'm not the only person. Just with school stuff, if your child is in any extracurricular activity, they always have a separate group for those things. I've watched them. I don't participate, but I join them once in a while. There's useful information, but most of the time, I am questioning how people get through life. I truly, truly am. So here we are with college age students. My student, he's 20. He's actually going to be 21 in just a few months. So I am constantly telling him, son, you're an adult. Here's some adult decisions. Let me help you make adult decisions. And, our kids have lived, I think, a pretty good life, and they're not always exposed to everything. And so they're learning and they're finding their way. But I joined this parent page at the new school that my son is attending, and I have found it very entertaining to read through the parent posts. Thank you to Sheila and Rachel who directed me. So I thought I would share a few and why I think they're silly. Maybe I'm off base. I feel like maybe there's rules on this and we have just forgotten how to interact as human beings. I don't know. Let me start here. First, number one favorite says, "Hi everyone. My daughter or student is driving back from Christmas break, and we severely underestimated how much she was taking back, I guess, to the dorm. Is there anybody I can hire who works with students to help unload 6 bags for her to carry to her dorm?" How did she leave the dorm? I have so many questions. How did she leave the dorm? Did she have help? Are there other humans living in the dorm? I'm pretty sure they are, like her roommate, her floor mate, what do they call them? The CLs or
Oh,
the
the
room monitor
RAs.
people?
Yes. Yes. The community leader,
So,
RAs, resident advisor. Uh-huh.
what on earth is she bringing that we need to hire somebody to help bring them up? Did she get a couch for Christmas? I don't know. I don't know.
Right. Right. Are these Costco finds that she brought back?
I don't understand. So,
Is it clean laundry?
yeah, do you see what I'm saying? And how about we empower our students or encourage them to say, hey, you packed all this stuff. Good luck getting it up.
Yep.
100%
I don't know.
agree.
Yep.
Maybe I'm a cold-hearted parent, but that was one. And I thought, oh boy, here we go. There were some other ones. So at this university, they rush the girls, sororities rush in early January before the semester starts. And then I think the boys, I have no idea what they call it, the fraternities do it a little bit later. All I know is when I go back to work in January, there's a bunch of girls on campus, always dressed the same. So when I joined this group, it was right when this happened. And there are also a lot of parent posts about rushing and fraternities and sororities, which I think is great that the students do that, but I am a little concerned that parents are asking the questions.
Right.
Yes. As if the student is going to see this.
Again, if this is something the student wants to do, I'm just thinking out loud here, maybe they could be resourceful and go get the answers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't misunderstand me. My first instinct is always to do everything for my child. So I'm not completely clueless here, but I have been really, really, really trying to point him in the right direction, even if I know the answer and even if I could do it 1,000 times faster than he could.
It's one thing to be supportive of our students, but another to not let them grow up and make some of these decisions on their own, try to navigate how to unpack and unload 6 bags of whatever into her
Yes.
new dorm, or to find all the answers to rush questions. Totally agree. They want to be so useful and helpful, but these are really things that the students themselves can figure out on their own.
Yes. Now, I did see one. Here's where I think parent pages are super helpful. There was one about a tuition bill. And let me just say, I work here and I found this whole tuition thing so confusing. I could
Sure.
not figure out anything. I couldn't figure out where the bill was. I couldn't figure out who to talk to. I didn't know who to email. I didn't know when anything was due. I didn't know when my kid could start. So I found that like that part of communication within the university could have been a little bit better. So there's a post on here that says that, here's a tuition bill. It was posted on this day. It was missing this line item. Where do I find it? Yes, girlfriend. Yes, I will follow that one because I have the same problems. I feel like that is an appropriate question to ask other parents because, yes, we are trying to have our students do that. And by the time my son graduates from college, I hope to not be involved in any of the tuition statements anymore. But as we're walking through that, they still need to get paid. And that's coming out of my bank account. So I do need to know what's happening and how to walk through that. So I found that question really good. We had some weather a week or so ago. So there were some questions on there like what's the university doing? Has anybody heard? Which meh, I mean, if you're connected via Facebook, you're probably connected to all the university things. So check your email and your text message because it's where everything is.
Well, and
Um,
guess what? Your child is also getting that notification.
you would think. I don't know.
No, they should.
Anyhow, I get it, and my child gets it. I'm just saying crazy stuff. So I'm done with my rant. If anybody else would like to add to that, you are more than welcome.
Using these groups as a resource for things like tuition questions, those things are valid to me. And one of the big reasons why I wanted to sign up and hear all the answers, because I figured that's one of those things that, that my student may not be able to navigate, but clearly important as parents to know the answers to these types of things.
You've got kids that are here that they're not all local. So I found it very
Sure.
useful when you had your out of town parents, especially with first start of the school year, like, hey, what are your recommendations for this? Or, if they're celebrating a birthday or something, hey, do you know a local florist or, a cookie place or a cake place that will deliver? So I find it useful for that. But some of the stuff that
Mhm.
does get posted to this page or pages, I read them out loud. I
Uh-oh.
read them out loud to my husband. And then I just shake my head and go, really? Is this really happening? Do these parents just, it really does seem like it's a clueless thing every now and then.
It's from 6 hours ago. Is there a local store to purchase fraternity gear or only order online? I wish
What?
you guys could see my face.
Fraternity gear.
If your child's in the fraternity, ask him.
Yeah.
Each fraternity does something different. Now, I did find something in here. I don't remember where it was because I'm new and so the posts don't open randomly. Sheila, I think you had told me about this. There's a group of moms that will come on campus and love on your children for you. And so they post in there. And I thought, oh my gosh, if I hadn't already known about that as a mom, phenomenal. They'll bring them cookies or they'll check in on them if they're having a rough day or they're lonely or they miss their mamas. So I found that really, I wish I could find it. I
I
can't find
find
it,
that
but
kind of
they
weird.
posted in there.
Oh,
Oh, you think
I
it's
like
weird?
I
Oh, I
do.
like that. I like that. You know why? Because if I had a kid who was not local to the area, and let's say, for instance, they were feeling miserable and they needed to go to urgent care, but they didn't have their roommate around and they couldn't drive themselves, then
Yes.
I like the idea of having a campus mom available to volunteer and say, hey, you know what? I'm here. I can help you take your kid to the urgent care and navigate that with
Hmm.
them. And to me, it's totally useful too if, again, you've got a kid who's not local and they're trying to figure out how to go to and from the airport, which is not very close to campus, and figure out how to get a ride during the holidays. That can be something that is needed for a parent who's living out of state and helping their kid.
I saw that the post I was thinking of specifically said that you could order a Valentine treat through them and they would make sure it got delivered to your students, which some people really get into that. And I thought, well, that's really sweet. Again, I've had a student, you have too, Rachel, who has not been really close to home. And so sometimes really silly things like Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's Day or whatever, it's fun just to give them something, send them a little something. So I thought that was pretty
I think we did.
appropriate
I made
use.
sure about, especially around holiday stuff like that. I always made sure she had something because she wasn't. I mean, she was a state away. So, and even today, I mean, she's not even in the same city, but I still make sure something
Aw.
is sent that way just because. But yeah, it is just weird though for me to say, you know what? Now, if I know the mom, I'm okay with that. And we
Mhm.
were very lucky that there were some local moms that she made friends with, and like, cool.
Mhm.
If you want to
Mhm.
go, give her a hug, whatever. But just to be a strange mom, I'm the campus mom. That's just a little weird to me. So I
So,
don't
are
know.
there any posts that you guys have seen? Sheila, you've had a couple children attend, and you as well, Rachel, that have really stuck with you that you thought was kind of funny or just made you think, I wonder how this, like, how did they complete their applications if they don't know the answer to this question or they don't know where to find it? And maybe, I don't know, I can justify it. Right? We're busy, we're working parents, we're doing a million things. Maybe it's easier to post something and have somebody else give you the answer than get it yourself. But
One of the funnier posts that I've seen is early on in the semester or even before the semester starts, and students are trying to find a roommate. And so
oh,
they they will often uh
Saw that one today.
yeah, they will often make friends on Instagram. And there's, I think, one, I don't even know what it's called, but there are several Instagram places where the students are trying to connect with one another and to ask, hey,
mhm.
which dorm are you going to be in, and find out some commonality, see if they're going to get along and become roommates. But to see parents putting it out there for their kids, and I imagine that the students are not making this request from mom and dad. But the parents
Yeah.
are out there as if though planning a play date. And these are emerging adults. Even if your kid is under 18, as soon as they hit that college, they are considered an adult. And I find it's not even cute anymore, but I find it just, I don't know. It's really hard for me to see these posts of parents trying to get roommates for their students. And like I said, it's as if though they're planning a play date. Hilarious to
do
me.
they say things like you know, my son is looking for a roommate, he's, this height or likes these things and does video
Oh, I
games.
haven't seen
Is
Yes.
that.
that
I haven't seen that
really?
detail yet, but I'm
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I'm
oh, I
waiting.
have. I have. I wish I could have found one for this convo, but yes, I have. Here are their likes and dislikes and the kind
Oh
of
my
music that
gosh.
they listen to.
No.
Yes, for sure. And reach out to this Instagram handle. Do you really think that your student is going to be cool with that?
You guys, my son, if he found out I did that, he would disown me. He would be
Yeah.
so upset.
My
He
girls would
would.
be
And
horrified.
yes, horrified. I say things like that jokingly. I would do it maybe to prove a point if I was super frustrated about something, or he wasn't doing it. I would do it just to annoy him. Or like if he wasn't doing something in a timely manner, I've been known to say, well, your choice is I go with you. And I'm like, hi, here's my son. He needs a roommate. I could joke with him about that, but I would never actually.
Right. I
Mm.
think that's funny. Another cute one. Well, I say cute, but questions like, when does the semester start? This is easily available on
Oh
the
boy.
school website. A quick search will get you to that info, but instead they have to log into
Also,
Facebook, log into the group, ask that question, and wait.
and it makes me wonder, like my first reaction is snarky. Well, ask your student. They're the ones attending. they should know when it starts. I'm pretty sure they get a bajillion emails that are like, classes start on this day, do this, register by this day. In fact, I know that because of some of the jobs I have held there. But then I wonder, gosh, maybe they're asking because their student doesn't communicate with them very well. And also, the parent could just go to the website and find it. I will say you can find most of the answers on the website. Navigating through the internal system can be a challenge, but most stuff is there.
Yeah, I do wonder though, are these questions that parents are posting for their own benefit, or they really
Hmm.
are trying to find out for their student? Because otherwise, I want to empower our students. I want to make sure that they can find those resources on their own because this is what it's all
Hmm.
about.
And I think that most of the professors, that's what they're wanting too. Yeah, they know these kids are 17 or 18 typically when they start. And so they're still growing and they're still maturing and they're just learning how to be adults. So they're there to help them. There are so many resources available. Some children are more outgoing than others. I get it. I'm with you. I hope that these are questions so just the parents know. So then when the kid says something, they can say, well, actually, this is how I found it or something, but I don't know. Based on the way I interpret some of the questions, I just wonder.
I would be embarrassed too. I don't want to ask those questions in a group. I would rather try to Google it myself or ask one of you ladies, like, hey, I know
Right?
this sounds ridiculous, but here's my
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, exactly.
And it
Exactly.
was fine freshman year because, we're still kind of new navigating around. We don't really know anybody. We're trying to find a campus and everything. But getting into your second semester of sophomore, junior, I've seen some stuff from senior parents. I'm like,
Oh.
first of all, you're in a sophomore group. We're in a certain class,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you in my group? A lot of the questions, I'm like, I'm pretty sure we covered that at orientation. I'm pretty sure you got a handbook just like everybody else at orientation. Guess what? There's a
Yeah.
handbook online for you to go if you don't have the physical piece of paper. There's a PDF of it. I really got to wonder how some of these kids got to this level. Higher
Me too, my
ed,
friend.
Hmm.
did,
Hmm.
did you do this their entire life? I can understand
Hmm.
elementary, middle, but even in high school, I was teaching my kid at that point, hey, you got to go out and do some of this stuff yourself. And,
Hmm.
it came time to register for class. And like, well, you know what to talk to your counselors about. And even now, it's just like, it's a breeze because then, we'll get an update. Hey, I just met for advising. Okay, great. Yep, I'm on track, blah, blah, blah. All right.
I find it resourceful and I learn a lot of things from following the page, things I didn't know I needed to know sometimes.
Sometimes,
Uh,
yes.
Yep.
things I
Yep.
never thought to ask. Okay, I mean, fair enough. But generally speaking, yeah, it's right up there next to my pool noodle of annoyances, to be honest. But I don't know what I would do without it, right? I don't know where would I be without the parent pages.
I know. As as our students get older and they rack up more experiences under their belt, why am I still on these groups? I think it's just entertainment right now.
I did have a coworker who said that when her last child graduated from college, she stayed on for a little bit because she found it so entertaining.
Right? I
That
do.
that may be because I'm still on the high school one and I still
Mm.
see things
Oh,
coming
girl,
through.
I couldn't.
It really is more for entertainment. I was like, oh, okay, that's what's going on.
Yeah, these are funny. Or you've got some
Hmm.
25-year-old student and the parent is asking about grades
Mm.
or wanting to see their grades, wanting to talk with their advisor, or
Mm.
some professor that the kid is having a hard time with, and the parent wants to talk to them. No, no, ma'am, no, sir.
Hmm.
This is an opportunity for your student to be more engaged and empower themselves.
Hmm.
And I get it. It's scary. You got this freshman out there. It's can be a frightening thing. So of course you want to get
Agree.
all your
I
resources together.
100% agree. Like I said, freshman year, I got it, but you gotta cut the cord and let them go. There are about to be 21-year-old kids, and
Yeah.
life's about to get real for them if it hasn't already.
Oh
But yeah,
yeah.
Hmm.
it's a bit much sometimes, and sometimes I'm just like, I cannot believe I just read that. Did I really just read that?
Oh,
I'll have to read it again. Like, yep.
I'm glad. I thought maybe it was just me. Harsh reactions to these things. I
There
saw
are
one
definitely some
today about
concerns.
an incoming freshman, and they do their freshman orientation, right? But this person has no bearing on me. I mean, to each their own. You do you, family, whatever serves you right. But it just seemed like, I mean, going off to college is a really big deal. It was a really big deal for us, right? Sending our kids, it was very emotional. That's what my summer revolved around. But this parent was posting something, you guys probably saw it today or yesterday, that they wanted to know when orientation was, and because they've already planned out their summer and they don't know if they can fit it in. And I thought, well, it's kind of an important part of the process. Like, how do you know where to go and what to do if you don't attend orientation? But gosh, if you're too busy, I guess good luck to your kid. Good luck when they get there. No, I
Yep.
don't think they're going to work it around your summer vacation schedule, but thanks for asking. This is
Oh,
why I could never be the administrator for these things, because I would just give a snarky remark every time.
you would
Every
ping
time.
everybody. You'd sound the alarm on everybody.
I'd get kicked out immediately. I would be fired from the
You'd,
Facebook group.
I think, Dana, what you would do is bash them on the head with your pool noodle.
What? And you can take my pool noodle? It's
Oh,
funny.
another other postings that I really enjoy looking at. Okay, so we're all coming in freshman year
Mhm.
into the dorms. We want to know the size of the rooms, how the furniture
Oh
is
yeah.
laid out. Hey,
Hmm.
how are you all orienting your microwave and refrigerator so that you can make
Yes.
good use of the space? Fantastic. I want to know that too. And
Yeah.
then you get these people who post pictures of their kids' dorm room, excuse me, their students' dorm room, and it's like Uber Pottery Barn,
Yes.
Ethan Allen. It's just this incredible space. Like, how did you
It is
manage that?
phenomenal. Hmm.
Just amazing stuff. And I think it is just your freshman year, and this is the dorm space that you have.
Oh,
Wow.
yes.
So you had a girl going in last year,
Hmm.
Sheila. How extravagant did her room actually get? Because when my daughter went, was not as extravagant as I
So,
saw on some of those pictures. I mean, you're talking ceiling to floor, linens, poof
I mean, some of them
everywhere.
are. I have worked move-in day for several years in a row, and I am telling you, some of them truly are that extravagant. The things that I have carried in for students and seen their wow,
It's incredible. It surpasses
it's for
how
real.
my own bedroom looks like. It is just
Right?
so uber fancy and fun,
Oh my
and
gosh.
more power to those parents
Yeah.
and new freshmen, but wow, just wild.
Hmm.
Well, maybe that's what
And
the
how long?
one brought 6 bags of. She didn't have enough poof and the stuff, so she went and
I
bought 6 more
mean,
bags of stuff to spruce up
maybe
the
she wanted to
spring.
redecorate for spring. Maybe that was her fall room and she had a spring motif. I don't know.
That's right.
I
It's
mean,
very possible.
I will tell you guys, I saw that post and I turned to my son who was sitting here and I said, "Do you want to make some money?" He was like, "Maybe." What dorm is she in? We did not reply, but I think what he said was, "How much are they paying?" I don't know. Move in some girl. Maybe she's cute. He was like, "Hmm." I tried
Yeah,
to help. I tried to help him out.
why not? Those listening out there, tell us what are some of the funny stories that you've seen on these group chats because we would love to find out and we appreciate you listening as always. I did want to thank, though, some of our listeners. We have some newbies from Lithuania, if I haven't said that before. Incredible. So we've got a listener from Lithuania. And so welcome to you and thank you for joining us. And also people from Austin. Thank you for listening. I saw a new person log in, so we appreciate that.
I am fascinated on how they find us because here we are, just the three of us doing our thing, filling our time. And that's amazing to me. Amazing. Thank you for the love, people. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I'm still so humbled by it. So share your stories. Thank you for continuing to stay with us. Log into our Instagram account, pause please. We'd love to hear from you. And until then,
Pause, please.